Dave, we didn't tell you about this. We're starting to do post shows now.
Yeah, I did actually listen to the one that you posted on.
The pre-post show?
Yeah.
Yes.
It started as a pre-show,
that
and
was
we're
pretty
like,
entertaining.
let's make them post shows.
That was pretty entertaining.
Even this one.
Yeah. Because
It was a behind-the-scenes thing.
We were waiting for Amber to get to my house.
She got her head stuck in a reef.
I heard about that.
That's hilarious.
It's exactly what I thought it was going to be.
Holy fucking Amber.
She is the dopiest
Nothing-
person I know.
nothing
She's like
surprises
my
me now.
dog.
Yeah.
If my dog were a person.
If your dog were a person, yeah. Who
Human personification.
worked with
of
another dog named Fat Deb. I think, yeah.
This
So
is
welcome to post-show episode 2.
Welcome to the casual wear of Groupcast.
Yeah, this is where we don't give as much of a
casual
fuck.
wear.
Basically, just listen to an episode of ours from like 40 back,
Yeah.
and that then is what this is now. This is where the structure goes out the fucking window.
So come on in,
we don't care.
put your hair down, and relax.
And we talk about more personal things, I guess, rather than story-related things. Probably. Because I'm going to talk about the show that I have tonight.
Okay.
That, I guess you're working.
I don't really...
Yeah, I'm working, and then after that, I'm going to prison.
Working.
You're
So-
working. You should go.
I'm not working, but I don't like the Cove.
But it's the 12 Comics of Christmas.
Oh my god.
Fine.
Yeah, Heath is on it.
Great.
Yeah, don't go. I was going to read somebody else who's worth going to see.
But yeah,
That's like,
I'm not quite sure what
I'm
form
hosting.
these shows are taking. Do we want to just, like, leave it for more personal stuff?
I don't
or-
care. It's whatever the fuck we talk about.
Okay,
Yeah.
alright.
Honestly,
I don't
think
think we should go over any of that shit.
I
Yeah,
think
That's on our
it should
topic
be like
board.
sort of a decompressing thing where, you know,
It is.
just
And
relax.
we can
let
talk about
flow,
what we
whatever
thought
you
of the
want to.
episode.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
Like we were saying before we started the post show. It was a pretty good episode.
It was.
It was.
It was up there.
I definitely had fun
I'm happy with that.
That's
yeah.
good.
for my third time on
Groupcast is the
Groupcast.
rave. The post show is the chill out room.
There you go. Yeah, just as much ecstasy though.
They probably
how
Groupcast
that
is
works.
Zumba.
Yeah, we got glow sticks.
The post show is like
Water
aerobics. Yeah, water aerobics.
We have one brain.
It's true.
And to finish what I was saying about my
Yes.
show tonight, I'm hosting.
Right.
The show is called The 12 Comics of Christmas. It's actually a decent lineup. I just can't remember anybody who might entice you to go
Right.
as of right now who's on this list. I want to read, since nobody else is going, I want to read off to you what I'm going to do for my intro.
Okay.
And I want to get your opinions on it because
Go for it.
I'm a little iffy on it still, but I worked hard on it. This is what I'm going to be saying at the end of the the welcome to the show. Do like a minute of crowd work or something, and like a minute or two of jokes or whatever, and then I'm going to pull this thing out and intro it in a way that I haven't quite figured out yet. But basically, since yesterday was Christmas. And there's that poem, "'Twas the Night Before Christmas."
Yeah.
And this show is today, on the 26th. I wrote together here, "'Twas the Night After Christmas."
Nice.
So, I'd like to know your thoughts on this. "'Twas the night after Christmas, and at the lounge of the Cove, a crowd started gathering for a comedy show. They came in through the door, fresh off holiday cheer, sauntered over to the bar and ordered a beer. Picked out a table and sat in a chair, expecting 12 comics who all would be there. From Sunbury, Harrisburg, and York for a few, all loaded with talent. And Ben T. Steckler's here too. And I, as the host, am in charge of the laughs and the 12 comics who are making no cash. Fucking Pearl. Thank you very much. The comics will go on stage and they'll all do their sets, talking about their dicks and the sex they don't get. They'll be laughing, they'll be crying, and maybe some grunts, and from far in the back, someone lets out a Now, if you've never gone to see comedy live, let me tell you the rules as I wrap up my 5. Please turn off your cell phones and please do not shout. If you do either of these, you'll get kicked the fuck out. So sit back and enjoy as we give you our time, even though none of us are making a dime. Burl. So grab your drinks, grab your seats, and especially your girl, but let's all be honest, you're all just here to see Burl.
Very nice.
That
You know the audience.
It's not bad, right?
Yeah.
that was pretty damn good.
I think it can
I
work.
enjoyed
I
that.
think it can work.
I think your intro can be basically just what you just said. Like,
It's not long enough for that, though, because I don't want to go up there for 30 seconds,
okay.
or the minute, or whatever that times out to be. I got to do a little bit more before that.
Okay.
Maybe one more reference that we're not getting money for the rule of threes to hit.
There you go.
Pretty hard.
Yeah.
We talked about, I hope that we actually do this, but probably not, because Burl, one, probably forgot about it, and two, he wouldn't care to actually do it. Since none of us are actually getting money, we considered putting out a little tip bucket for people to put money in, because that's what they did,
just
through
make
the
a
Berg,
tip
and
bucket.
it worked.
Yeah,
Well, we
that'd be
thought of
worth
taking
doing,
it one step further.
Okay.
We wanted to get the red kettle buckets and have fucking Burl as Santa Claus with the bell and just have him ring it by the front door as people are leaving.
That would be funny.
I think it would be fantastic.
Yeah.
But if Burl isn't going to
I'd
do
be
anything
worth
like that, I might just
just
make
do it.
one and
just
take
fucking
one.
do it.
Yeah, I probably should do that because they did. I don't know how much money
You're
they made
hosting, so you
at
might as
Third
well.
and the Berg. Yeah, that's true.
The worst
Burl's
that's going to happen
on the
is just
show,
going
and
to sit there,
he's still running it,
Well.
because it's his deal with the place that he's the one in charge of all the shows.
He's the one who is in charge of the World Cup.
The World Cup, yeah. I asked him to host if I could host the open mic one week, and he said the bar probably wouldn't let anybody but me do that.
That's dumb.
So that's yeah.
Why?
That's just the deal that they have with him. So
I have only seen that dude once.
Yeah.
And he
Not
is
impressive?
like he's like he has the most mommy issues.
I know,
Oh, yeah.
right?
It's a
up
little
there.
scary.
Yeah. His mom's a whore, for one thing.
That's
And
why
he knows
exists.
that. And he's all about that life, apparently, I
Yeah.
guess.
He has to exploit it as much as
He
possible.
has to mention it 3 times a fucking show.
Yeah. At least at least he follows the rule of 3.
Yeah.
Does it ever get a laugh out of people?
No.
That's
Because
the
we all know,
problem.
our response is basically, yeah, she's a whore, we get it, let's move on now. Yeah. But I think it's going to be a fun show either way.
That's cool.
Maybe. A couple guys
Maybe.
from Sunbury are coming up. We tried to get them on the show today, but
Stauffer.
couldn't work out. No, not Stauffer. No, I said comedians.
Well, he used to be funny from what you said.
He did used to be funny. He also
Then
used
he
to be
became a
comedian.
mailman.
I don't think he does anything anymore. No, then he quit being a mailman.
Oh, okay. He was
That was the beginning of the end, honestly.
Oh, okay.
Which is fucking weird.
So he was a mailman at the time of being a comedian.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Because
He-
that's where a lot of his jokes derive from. Like, he had the one where, as a mailman, he gets to say dirty things to people without anybody else really noticing. And then he tells a story about the lady who had the azalea bush in front of her mailbox, and it was so overgrown that they couldn't put any mail in there, so he eventually just had to tell the lady, listen, lady, if you don't trim your bush, I'm not going down to your box anymore.
That's the general phrase you say.
A little bit.
Sound.
The Max Tracy.
That used to be somebody.
Oh!
That's a thing that Keith Paradise said at one point, I think.
Yes. Yes,
This is
it was.
Max Racy walking down the streets of Harrisburg. I used to be somebody.
It's true, he did. Now he's on Facebook as Rax Macy.
Of course.
Fucking hilarious, honestly. Yeah.
It sucks because I joined the comedy scene right as it was going downhill.
Yeah, you missed out on a lot of good shit, which is
That's too
unfortunate.
bad. At least I discovered the rise of Wes Williams.
Yeah, you're right.
I did see that.
Yeah,
That's about
right
all.
away.
Witnessed a star being born.
As the first time
And
that
then
we saw him,
simultaneously
we thought-
dying out.
We
knew
thought he
was
was
good.
hilarious.
We knew
We
he was
actually,
gonna be
I
good.
actually
And
have
Logan
that
Gleason.
documented.
Really?
Where
His
that
first
was.
set?
I don't have the first set
Oh, okay.
recorded or anything, but I have us talking about it on the podcast.
Oh, really?
It was Concept of Brown, I think.
Oh, I've never listened to that.
One of those episodes in there. Maybe. I don't know which one it was. It was one of those.
Okay.
The ones where we went really long.
to that episode anyway.
Like,
Shameless
I
plug.
bequeath the Concept of
I
Brown.
bequeath thee.
That was when
It's
that was
hilarious.
after my first stand-up set,
Oh, yeah.
where Heath Wackemeyer drew me aside and was like, "Listen, I think you can really go far if you train your craft enough." Because I showed him the video of me doing my impression of him.
Oh, shit, he's gonna have the bread thing tonight, I bet.
Yes.
I haven't seen him in forever.
For-
You, my
don't
dear.
know.
Gonna be the toast of Christmas past.
Oh! That's totally. Oh my god! You blew out your audio so much it went red.
Oh, Christmas
Sorry.
Heath, oh,
That's
Christmas
totally
Heath.
how I should introduce Heath. It's like, all right, our next comedian. Let's all have a toast for our next comedian.
Toast of.
You need to see this man.
I've been told.
I've told you about him,
Okay,
and he
I haven't
looks
seen
like
it.
me in 40 years if I did crack now.
It's so true. You still have a video.
Yeah.
I
right?
do have a video of
You
him.
gotta
Yeah, I
watch
think
the
you
video.
showed me that.
I might have. Where he does nothing but puns, and he's
He a
horrible.
brack baby.
He's a Barack baby. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good thing it got me on the wooden leg. If it would have gotten me on the other one, I would have really smarted.
God damn it.
Justin Bieber.
He's so not funny that he's funny.
It's true.
It's so good. He's perfect.
Hi, I'm perfect.
Not perfect. God damn it.
Because it says that on my ID. Somebody comes up to me and says, "Hey, buddy, nobody's perfect." And I was like, "Yeah, check my ID."
That's an actual joke he has.
Yep. And he has a crazy straw hat.
That's a crazy straw hat.
Pan gay for boner.
Like made out of crazy straws?
Yeah, it's a straw hat that has crazy straws in it.
Fantastic.
This is a man you tell stories about.
Obviously.
When you advance your way down the comedy career
Roadway.
highway is probably better.
Oh my god. Oh, I thought you were going to talk about when he was like really depressed that one night, and he goes up and he talks about his life and just has this breakdown where he's like, first you fall off of a roof. You lose half your teeth, and then your wife leaves you, and your kids hate you. You live in a trailer park.
I forgot about that.
Oh, man.
Oh, poor Walkenmeyer.
Oh my god.
His name, even his name is the perfect description for him.
I would
Keith
walk a
Walkenmeyer. Drugs are the first thing that comes to mind.
True.
I still remember Valak having his little shit breakdown.
Which time?
I think it was like one of the only times that I went along with you guys.
Okay.
And he was talking about like his toilet getting clogged.
Oh, God.
Oh, I think I remember that.
Yeah.
Have you seen his music video, Don't Puke on Me?
I have.
That thing has like 7,000 views.
Really?
Which is hilarious.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wes Williams told us about it.
You look so confused.
That's been me for like half these topics so far. Just, I don't know this.
Well, you will find
You
out at some
should.
point.
You really
Don't
should.
Puke on Me is a video in which Mike Valek, dressed as a clown,
Oh.
sings a song. He plays on a Casio keyboard in the middle of a field. I love that part. And he hired a girl
Who clearly didn't know what she was getting
who did
into.
not know what she was signing up for. But there were parts where it was obvious that she didn't want to be part of, like, in those scenes. So he just replaces it with a blow-up doll.
Oh.
So sometimes it's a girl and sometimes it's a blow-up
It's
doll.
one of those things where you'll see comments on it that are like, I've reached that part of the internet again.
I was just about to
But
say
it's
that.
actually made well.
Yeah,
I
it
think.
is.
For what it is,
The
quality.
school bus guy.
Yeah.
And by school bus, I mean one time he has this friend who was fucking enormous, and one time he wore a yellow sweater. So I just call him the school bus guy.
The school bus, John Candy's son.
It's not that short
is
bus
a
that we saw.
southern
Yeah,
reference.
oh my god, we never talked about
I
that.
know.
What did we never talk about?
So like the first week we were dating, we were on our way to my house, and we saw a short bus.
It said short bus on the back.
Yeah.
With this like
That's a good indication that it was a
monstrosity
short bus.
being pulled behind it.
Yeah, it was like a trailer with some sort of weird crane on it. And it was an actual short bus, and on the side it said, "We do dumb things." And we were both like, oh my
my
god.
That's
If
that bus is owned by a rock band of 20-year-olds.
I want to say, cause we were both saying, like, if we both didn't see this,
We would have never believed the other
we would have
person.
never believed it.
Like, okay, what kind
That's
of drugs were you
amazing.
on? Hand them over. I want to
Yeah.
experience this.
It really
experience this too.
looked like redneck jackass.
Could have been.
Could have been.
That's called rednecks.
Pretty much.
Hey, Earl, I bet I can hold this dynamite longer than you.
Bet I can stick it up my butt for longer.
Put that beer down.
Oh, yeah, Earl? Well, I'll show you. They're both Earl.
They're both Earl and Earl Jr.
Earl and Earl. Yeah. On the way
No
back.
relation.
On the way back from a Super Smash Brothers tournament, me and the two guys that I was in the car with, we came up with this hillbilly group. It was Earl, and I can't remember the name of his incredibly slutty fat wife. I don't remember what her name was, but their neighbor was also Earl. And I think the neighbor next to them was also Earl, but he was not a redneck in any way. He was like an upstanding citizen with like a high-paying job and shit. He just also happened to be Earl.
That guy works at my job. There's a guy whose name is Earl who looks like his name
should
Jason
be.
Lee? His name looks like it should be Stanley.
Yeah.
He's like this thin, wiry guy whose hair is so red it's maroon.
He's not an Earl.
And I'm not making that up. His hair is actually maroon.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's not.
And
It doesn't sound like any.
He's
Earls.
got an extremely deep voice.
Still doesn't sound like
he looks
Earl.
like this thin.
No, the deep voice kind of makes an Earl a little more.
Yeah, he looks like this thin, nerdy guy.
Yeah.
But he's got such a deep voice. It's weird.
Yeah, you're right. That's a Stan.
That's Stan or Stanley.
Yeah, definitely. Earl. I wish I could remember more about this group of this band of hillbillies that we put together.
of Earls.
Yeah, they all lived in one town, and almost everybody in that town was related.
Sounds like where I grew up.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's all I can
right?
remember, though. It was a lot of fun. It was like
Somerset.
Technically, I grew up in Hooversville.
There's too many.
My grandma lived in Somerset. My great grandma lived in Somerset. It's interesting up there.
My mom is the youngest of 24 kids, so being away from that area,
my God.
Yeah.
That's about right.
You could form your own town.
pretty much.
I think you have.
I have hundreds of cousins,
Oh my God.
and that's just one side.
I have 3.
Nice.
Yeah, no. Apparently, like, my grandparents just need a TV or something.
They had nothing else better to do.
I can't quite make out the scrambled porn. Yeah, you'll do. Come on over.
For the 24th time.
Yeah.
We've been through this
Maybe this
already.
one won't be weird.
God damn it! They all keep coming out with like 6 extra toes. God damn it!
6 extra toes? Good Lord!
You never know. Maybe
Your family,
maybe it's
apparently, in this scenario, your family lives next to a power plant.
like, maybe like all.
That's
Nicky
not
or
far
something
off,
like
actually. That was on the other side of the mountain.
Oh, yeah?
It's a bit rocky on the mountain.
Oh.
Where do we see these things? Shove the ball down the throat, you fuck ya.
Get out of here, I fear for my safety.
I've been saying that so many times over this weekend.
Those girls were tough. I think, okay.
Let's
I
kill
think
this
that's
thing.
a good post, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it dead?
It's dead, Jim.
It's dead, Jim.
It's Jim.
It's
It's dead, Jim.
That's
Thanks for listening to the post show. We'll be back next week for more post show shenanigans.
And pre-show shenanigans.
Probably.
And during show shenanigans.
Absolutely.
Shenanigans.
We'll take a break in the middle of the podcast for a middle show.
It's dead, Jim.
Why not?
Huh? What? Huh?
All right, we're done now.
Huh?